I'm almost done attaching my binding to the back side of my quilt, and now it's time to connect the two ends. I trim off an excess piece of my binding and use that to measure. I want my overlap to be the same as the width of my binding. In this case, that's 2.5 inches. Then I open the bottom strip, lay it right sides up on my surface, and lay the top strip right sides down at a 90-degree angle. Next, I'm going to sew diagonally across from one corner to the next. You can absolutely pin this in place to make it a little bit easier. Now, before I trim off my excess fabric, I always check to make sure I do it right. And then I trim my seam allowance down to about 1/4 inch. I finger press this seam flat, and then I can finish sewing my binding on with my 1/4 inch seam allowance. Next, we'll flip this binding over to the front side of the quilt and get it all finished.